So I've just pulled up to Kroger's. I'm not sure exactly where this is in Louisville, but I'm on my way home. So it's not too far from Jeffersontown, I suppose. I have not been in a grocery store in many moons, so I'm nervous. But I've heard that Kroger's, I've heard that it's lenient. They don't harass you if you don't have a mask on. But I see everybody is wearing masks who's going in and out. Lots of older people. They've got some kind of a loudspeaker talking about social distancing. Oh my gosh. If they're doing that, I have to put all my keys away so they don't clink and clink. If they're doing that over the loudspeaker here, maybe they're gonna be now like mask Nazis. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not going to put up a fight. If they tell me to get a mask on and they won't accept an exemption, I'll just record it and then leave. So here we go. First grocery store entry. It's so long. Switch it. Says mask required. I don't see any mask Nazis. So far, everybody has on a mask. I'm nervous. I don't want to go where there are people. I'm turning my phone, so I don't want to go down any of those aisles. Let's go this way. Candy, pet stuff. It feels so weird to be in a grocery store. I feel like I've been in a different country. I feel like I'm in a different country. You got some cheeses. That would be nice. God, they are so obsessed over the mask stuff. Alright, we've got some stuff on GTS. Close out. Multigreen kombucha, they don't have that. Too bad. It's all gone. Ginger ale, we'll do Trilogy. It looks like it's got a little bit of a discount price on it. I'm gonna get two. Some cheese. turning my phone around. There's a lady behind me with a They're in my cheese area. Packing. Someone has the nose down, exposed. It's just crazy, like there are some places in the world that, in America, where they, oh, it smells like fish. Some places in America that don't need masks. People are walking around right now going shopping without masks on. And yet here we are, everybody's all locked down still. Andy Bashir said we might be able to gather if we all get vaccines, if we're lucky. He says that we can. We can gather. Alright, I'm going to try to do the... Couldn't find the cheese without people around. Oh no, they've got the self-checkout closed. Oh no. Oh, this one's open. Okay.
Welcome, valued customer.
They said, welcome, valued customer. All right. Get my card out, holding my phone off to the side while I look. So far, so good. Mostly just wanted to test.
Touch pay now.
I want to do this. Just hang on now. Hey now. Yeah, I'm so like a fish out of water.
Touch pay now.
Where's now? Where is it? Say now.
Scan your shopper's card or Kroger. Enter your alternate ID or touch no thanks. Your total is 6. If you have coupons,
There it is.
press coupon.
Gotta do it here.
Otherwise, select your method of payment. System processing. Swipe or insert card and follow instructions on PayPal.
Got a bunch of beef jerky earlier. Okay.
Remember to take your receipt and your change. Remove all purchased items.
Just turning my phone around while I'm putting my money and stuff away. I was able to successfully purchase my 2 items. So far, so good. No troubles. I'll grab my bag and then run on out. Some people's masks are on low. All right. I did it. I did it. I can't even believe the world we live in. I just came from another attorney, meeting all the attorneys in town, and found a case that matches my mask arrest case really, really closely. It's called Griffin versus Maryland. I told the attorney about it. He seemed interested. He does civil rights, but I don't think he does criminal stuff, but he said there's 4 attorneys that are the best that he recommends. And this guy he's an old timer. Must have been in his 80s, maybe his 90s.
Shoppers and associates, please join
Pretty
us in
amazing.
practicing social distancing. Avoid
There they
mass
go
gatherings
again.
and maintain a distance of
It's like
approximately 2 cart lengths from others when
dystopian
possible.
society.
Together, we can help
cannot
keep each
find
other
my
safe and
keys.
healthy. As always, thank you for shopping with us today.
So he basically knows every attorney out there. He knew the ones that I was talking about, that I had seen and visited. So he might be able to help me out with my finding an attorney. He didn't seem too perturbed when I told him I'm going pro se. So I was surprised by that, because the other 2 attorneys I know are who have I've been kind of consulting with them the most. They're trying to help me find an attorney who will be willing to take my case to trial. Haven't found one yet. They've got the fix in. So this attorney that I went to, his name's Hayward. And oh boy, love that guy. He's just a relic. It's amazing. He knew this attorney that I learned about named Crazy Dan Taylor. He was an amazing son of Louisville attorney who was legendary with civil rights issues in the 60s. And he represented people that couldn't afford it for free. So he was surprised that I knew him, but I came across him while I was looking up civil rights attorneys in Louisville and read his story and posted it on my Facebook page, because it's just, what a loss, you know. Too bad he's not alive today. But he knew him, and he was impressed that I knew him, knew of him. He had known him personally. I take that as a good sign, because he spoke highly of the man. If only I could find someone like that. But anyway, the case that I mentioned was Griffin versus Maryland, 1964. This case is really similar to mine. Oh, there's a Jewish guy. I haven't seen one. I'm going to flip it so you can... Oh. He's... Oh, too bad. Can't see him. But, he has red hair. I think. Oh, well. He's got a mask on, but I think it's below his nose. So... Put my phone down so he doesn't think I'm being a creep. Yeah, so Griffin v. Maryland was about a police officer, sheriff, who was hired at an amusement park in Maryland during the, racial segregation days. Yeah, he's got it down below his nose. And I'm gonna flip down. So I'm just watching. God bless him. So yeah, during racial segregation days, and so the black, they called them Negroes in the time. That's what they called them. Okay, so the petitioners in their case were that they had gotten their tickets from some whites who were supporting them, and they had tickets to ride the amusement park rides. They entered the park, and then they were told that no one said anything to them, I think, but then the sheriff was alerted. He was hired as a contracted security guard, and he basically ended up arresting them for trespassing, using his, they must play that like every 1 or 2 minutes. So he arrested them using his authority as a sheriff, which invoked basically the authority of the state, because he was they said had he been a regular police officer, that wouldn't have mattered, because he still would have been acting on behalf of the state to enforce the amusement park's segregation policy. And so they reversed the convictions of criminal trespass, and they referred to Bellevue, Maryland, which was also about trespass, and the sit-ins. And they basically upheld the rights of American citizens to not be discriminated against, and they have a right to invoke their rights to be in a public place of accommodation, even if it's privately owned. So it dispels the whole myth that a private business can kick out anybody that they like. It just isn't true. Bellevue, Maryland, and Griffin v. Maryland, 1964, explains it and lays it out, and that you can't get arrested for trespass if you're in a place of public accommodation and you're not breaking any laws. It's just they're trying to use it as a means of segregating you. So that was highly looked down upon and criticized by the justices. Justice Black and I believe it was Warren. So they delivered their Wallace. I think it was Wallace. It started with a W. So those court cases set the precedent against using trespass to segregate members of the public, to prevent them from accessing public accommodations equally as anybody else. And it didn't have to be specifically about race. All right, it was about the 14th Amendment and every American's right to access, equal access of accommodations in places of a public accommodation, which are privately owned by definition, but open to the public, which includes almost all businesses out there, unless they're like a private club, or a church or an NGO, certain ones, and various other entities might not be considered places of public accommodation, but most of them are if they're serving the public and they're open to the public. All right, so yeah, that's kind of like all of it that I'm covering for now. Signing off. Bye-bye.